it me you're
Oh,
looking
stop.
for?
Hey, how's everybody? This is a cluster, man. This is a cluster. Hopefully somebody's watching us. Let me see. I gotta check.
Again.
I'm not gonna watch. Okay, why isn't it coming up? Oh, because I'm already on. Damn. Okay, I know what to do. Oh, I ain't signing in. I'm not signing in. I don't think anybody can see us, Myles. Oh, Lord. Oh, man, come on. I don't think anybody can see us.
Yeah, because you turn on again this one.
No. But this is Google Chrome. This one's Firefox. I don't think anybody can see us. Hello. No, I ain't doing that. No. Last time I did that. Oh, here it goes. Hey, Dal. It's been a cluster, bro. Same thing that happened last week, where we were broadcasting on two different things. Same thing. Same exact thing started happening. I caught it. You caught me by accident. Here we go. All right, cool. Yeah, we're live now. Hopefully. Hey, Sandy, thank you very much. We're sitting there laughing, okay? And Myles is looking at me like, she didn't say anything bad, but she's just kind of looking at me like, what's wrong here?
After setting the other monitor, he just keep on doing something in the other monitor. That's why it mixed up again.
What time is it there?
10, 9,
Oh, yeah.
9, 8.
I was going by East Coast time, though. It's 8, actually, it's 8:16 a.m. here, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Gus, how far are you from Augusta? Well, my daughter doesn't live in Augusta. She lives in a town that's, around Augusta. She lives 5 minutes from the Army base. If that makes any sense. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I know. You caught me on accident. You caught me by accident? Okay, now I feel better. He didn't plan it. He just like, oh look.
Palm Spring.
Palm Springs. Hey Alan, how you doing? Hey, you know Ian? Nah, we just there's a
Ian on
YouTuber.
YouTube.
Yeah, his name's Ian, and he has a friend. What's the other guy's name?
Armando.
Amando. And they worked at seven. Well, they got fired from 7-Eleven because they were live streaming at 7-Eleven. I like the guy. He's straight up. Gus, what do you mean 3 hours from there? Oh, here we go. Never mind, Gus. I jumped the gun. He's about 30 miles north of downtown Atlanta. Is that the safe buffer zone for Atlanta? It's 30 miles. Oh man, you're making this complicated. Please, my head's getting ready. I know he's just giving me a hard time. I know that. That was a good guy. He's all right for a retired Air Force. He's all right. Nah, Air Force guys are good people. Oh, okay. I got you now from Augusta. All right. Yeah, she wants me. Her husband Brandon's active duty, and she's reserve, and she wants me to come and stay. You know, when I come to the States, she wants me to stay there. She has a beautiful home.
Big house.
Big, huge house. It's only a couple of years old. She likes it. She says she don't go to Atlanta. She says, I don't know. I was like, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's hot.
Here we go. Is April or May too hot?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Myles, well, we already discussed that. Okay. When's the best time to come to the Philippines to visit? Where it's comfortable?
January, February.
January, February?
Yeah. Darrell, you came here last February, right? Is it the weather is fine? Not too hot.
Well, it also depends on you like. If you like being in the heat and humidity, come on during dry season. If you like the rain, which right now we're in rainy season. If you like the rain and humidity, come here now. Oh, you don't want to burn you up. You don't want to burn up you leave in February.
Okay, you come here September.
You know, I've been here, going on 6 years, okay? And it seems like this is the worst rainy season they have had. I mean, before, yeah, which, rainy, it's going to rain. When? But now it just seems like.
Previously, we don't have rain. July, August, September. We have rain October, but not that heavy rain, just light shower.
Annoying rain.
Yeah.
Or it's like a mist,
Then,
like drizzling.
November, December, we are start of summer here previously, but now it's kind of like change the weather already, change the climate.
Yeah.
Rainy season.
Yeah, Texas is hot, man. Especially southern Texas.
Who's that ATV?
Yeah, hey, how you doing, AT? Yeah, Texas is. I love Texas, though. People are great. I don't care what anybody says. People say, "Oh, they're all country and everything like that." I like Texas. People are good. The food is good. The barbecue is awesome. If you're in the barbecue, Texas, and if you leave Texas hungry, that's your own fault. That's your own problem.
Yeah, it is morning here, 8:20.
Is it raining now? No, not Alan. No, not right now. It's not. It's clear. All right, but they're saying. Okay, I'll break out the weather guesser app. Here we go. Now, yesterday they would say it was going to rain all day, okay, but now they're saying it'll start raining. Well, at 3 p.m. it'll start raining, but it says at 3 p.m. it's going to rain, and then it should stop at 4 p.m. and clear. No rain for the rest of the day. But that's subject to change. San Antonio. San Antonio is nice.
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio.
San Antonio.
I just like Texas, man. And for a truck driver, Texas is very truck friendly. Now it's like if you have to go into the cities, it's a little bit different. But Texas is very truck friendly. There's a truck stop like every Weston. How far is one truck stop from another one going down 35? I mean, it seems like at every exit there's a truck stop. It could be a chain truck stop, or it could be I like or a mom and pop. I usually went to the mom and pops. Mom and pops is it's independently owned, or privately owned. Palm Springs, yeah. It's a Palm Springs that's a dry weather, dry heat though, ain't it? I don't know. I don't remember. They don't get very much rain.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Desert.
Yeah, it's like a desert. But I had a guy I worked for, and he was from Palm Springs, and he was saying, you know, he was an electrician, a construction electrician, and the economy collapsed, no job, so he decided to get into truck driving. And he used to tell me, he says, people come there, we don't get rain. They get very well. This I'm going by what he's told me. They don't get very much rain, but when they do, it's like a blessing. Okay, but people that come there tourists to visit, they complain when it rains because they can't go golfing. And he's like, we take it, we run with it. Well, what does that say? Negros Island.
Negros Island, somewhere in.
Yeah,
the
rainy. Is what's the temp? What's your temp like there? Oh, it's right there. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, man. Hey, Steve, how you doing, man?
Morning,
How's the weather in Guam? Yeah, you're right, AT. I try, the only time I ever move over to the left lane, if you see traffic coming on, I'll move over, okay, and sometimes it pisses people off behind that come up behind me, and I'll slow down a little bit so they can jump on there, and then I'll slide back over the right. But no, I don't hang out. No, I hate that. I used to hate that. Especially Warner trucks. Warner trucks. The trucks are governed. Governed means they can only go a maximum speed at 65 miles an hour, and they'll get in the left lane doing 65 miles an hour and hang out there, stay there forever. And you're like, dude, and you're right behind them in the left because you want to pass, and they don't move over. That used to irritate the hell out of me. Yes, desert. Yep. Yeah, David. I like. I mean, I like StreamYard, but there's only certain things there's like this where I put your comment up there. Right? A lot of people like to see that, and I understand, but that comes with everything. But like OBS, you have to pay for add-ons, plugins they call them, and some of them plugins are very expensive, and they're not like this. How did we two meet? Facebook. What? Toby, yeah. We started when we first met. We were friends. We were like friends, nothing. Be honest with you, man. I went through a bad relationship, okay, and I didn't want nothing to do with females. Not that I was attracted to males, which if that's this thing, that's your thing. I didn't want nothing to do with females because in my head it was like, no, it was that bad. And we started talking, and we started talking. We were friends.
2014, but we are
Yeah,
still friends.
yeah. She was working in Hong Kong,
Oh,
and I was working on, driving a truck. And it was just nice to talk to somebody other than about truck. Talk to somebody about other things, not truck driving, because I drove for 15 years and I hated every minute of it. I really did, because a lot of times you go, how can I explain it? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but some of them truck drivers, man, shouldn't be out there driving. That's my opinion. Okay, they shouldn't be out there driving. You go to a truck stop and they tell you their stories, and you're like, am I supposed to believe any of this? Or they'll take the story from one person and they'll make it their own. And you're like, and as he's telling the story, you're thinking to yourself, I heard that before somewhere. Where did I hear it? You know?
yes, January.
Hey, Del, do you have to take leave in January, or do you have to have a plan for that year, for that fiscal year of 2026?
Mm.
Oh yeah, you always compete for leave, because they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave themselves shorthanded. So it's kind of like you got to get the paperwork in there before somebody that wants to go in and leave the same time you do.
When you come here, Dara, when you come here, you stay here for longer days. Unlike before that, 2 weeks. Are you staying here for 2 weeks before, Dara?
I think that was to.
Yes, this is David.
Yeah, I think that he's talking to. If he's talking, I retired as a first class.
Hey,
Hey,
Peter.
Peter,
Good
how you doing, man?
morning.
Michigan. I wouldn't think Michigan gets very hot because you're so, there's Canada right there. I mean, yeah, it's going to get hot, but
Is it near,
what?
close to Canada?
Here's Michigan, here's Canada, especially up by Detroit. You could take the highway all the way over, and there's a border crossing there. Yeah, that's the problem. You got to get it in. You got to get it in before somebody else does that wants to go on the same time frame you do. Because then favoritism comes kicked into play.
Elvin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Alvin. You working now or you off?
Are you working now or you are already here in Philippines? He said
I don't
before.
think he's in the Philippines yet.
No,
I might be wrong, but I don't
he
know.
said
I don't know.
he said before that this month he will be here.
Well, we'll find out because I'm pretty
Okay.
sure he'll answer that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You don't come to the Philippines to sit in a town. But you want to know something, man? But when you come to live, your desire to travel becomes small and small because then you got to think of, you're not working because if you're a foreigner, you can't work in the Philippines. Okay. And if you get a 13A, yes, you can work, but good luck getting a job. Good luck with, unless you have your own business, right?
Yeah.
But me going up to 7-Eleven applying for a job, you know what's going to happen after I fill out that application and I leave? They look out for their own, they care more about the fellow Philippine than, you know, and I wish other places thought that way. Hey, Sue, how you doing? How's Canada doing? How's Canada doing? I like
Good
Canada.
morning, Dan.
Canada's
Good
a very
morning.
Canada's a very beautiful country, man.
Mm.
It is. It's clean. Hey, Dan Marie, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, Elvin. Yeah, he puts out a lot. He puts out. It's all shorts. I like them. I watch them. Oh, you're in the middle of the. I like Michigan. It's just so sad. I don't know how you feel, Sandy, but I remember when I was a kid. My dad. I used to go. Like. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. We'll get to it. When I was a kid, we used to go up to the Detroit because my dad's truck driver. That Detroit was booming. It was booming. Okay, everybody worked. Everybody was happy. And then when I started going there within the past 4 years, you're like, what happened? You know, it's sad. Oh, he's in the Philippines now. You get a job yet, Elvin? Now, are you on a tourist or are you going to do it 13A? If you're going to stay here permanently, just go to an agency. What was the name of the agency we went to?
RNG.
RNG. If you're near my area, Elvin, which I have no idea, and Badak, BATAC, there's a travel agency called RNG.
Mm-mm.
The woman been doing it for like 20, 30 years.
Well,
Cost us what, 30,000 pesos, and boom, it was done.
far away here.
I'm not sure exactly what it
Six,
is.
6 to 7 hours.
Yeah, but doctor, it is. It is. Oh, this is a good question, and a lot of people ask me this question. To snow and cold, she would lose her mind. She'd be a what we call inside observer. She'd be looking out the window like looking out the window like this.
Oh,
Oh, it looks so pretty. And I don't blame her. I mean, I'm I'm from Pennsylvania. I hate the snow. I do. I hate it. It looks beautiful when it first lays. Like when you wake up in the morning from a fresh, snowfall. Give it a couple hours, it gets all dirty looking, everything like that, and it
why?
turns
Dirty look is it?
well from
It's
cars and
ice.
stuff.
Okay.
From cars and everything like that. And then a couple of days later, when it starts melting a little bit, it becomes a pain because you got to dry. What happens is, Miles, during the day, because the sun is, especially on the roads, if they're not plowed properly, uh, during the day, the roads melt a little bit because of the sun. But overnight, everything freezes up. So people are going to work at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. The roads are ice. Not all of them. A lot of, like Texas. Texas takes really good care of the roads as far as snow removal. Now you got places like let me think, Wyoming and Montana. I think they got between both states they got one snowplow between both states, and they give it to each other because you go there. He's in the Philippines. That's what he just. I'm just messing with you.
Till June
Oh, till June. Oh, you're going back to work?
next year.
Oh, okay. You gotta. What do they call? There's a word for that. What's it called when your wife is with you? I forget the name of it. Bang. I can't think of it. I can't. If I just came to the Philippines, it used to be 3 months, right?
Mm-mm.
But if you come with your wife, your Philippine citizen wife, it's a lot. I heard a year. Yes. Yeah. Some people don't. There's a guy. He got caught. Okay. He was visiting the Philippines. And he was clever. You had to give him that. He was clever, and he met up with somebody. I don't know if it's a male or female, and he gave this person a camera like a GoPro or something like that and just had them walk around. But he was here for a very short period of time, just visiting. Went back to the States, and what he had was this person that I'm pretty sure he's paying them, is send them videos, okay? And he was talking like he was still in the Philippines. It was clever. It was clever. He did voiceovers. It was clever. It worked for a while. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I.
Balikbayan.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier. Now the date. Okay, Wes. I don't know if you even know this, but when you extended it after the year, can you extend it for another year, or is it 3 months when you go to immigration for a visa extension? Because I don't know. Is it 3 months or is it another year? I am from where am I from? Southeast Pennsylvania. I'm like, if I jumped on 95 from my house was 10 minutes. And then if I drove south, I was in Delaware in 5, 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm southeast. I haven't been there in years. Years.
Been there 2000.
Yeah, you don't need to. You're just like me, man. If I don't need to know, I don't know. I don't know. I only got a little bit of brain cells left in my head. I don't want to waste it on useless information. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get yourself? Welcome to. It's
Welcome to the Philippines. It's more fun in the Philippines, Elvin.
it bothers you, don't it? I mean, at first it used to bother me. It's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. The world is coming in. I have no internet. Oh my god, you know. But now I'm like, oh, okay, and I turn my generator on, and the internet still works. I mean, the internet still works. Don't rely on your cell phone signal for internet. Don't do that. But you still have. But I thought it would be like if you lost power, it's PLDT. They lose power. You know what I mean? But they have their own dedicated line because they have it like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't lose no internet. Internet. You can lose internet and still have power, and that irritates us, don't it? You're like, what for now? Why do we have no internet today? That's not common. It doesn't happen every day, but when it does, it kind of, especially like at night, because that's when we watch most of our TV is when we're getting ready to go to bed. Watch ER or whatever, and all of a sudden we have no internet, and you see me with my phone trying to tether the Wi-Fi signal from my phone to the telephone, but it's just the signal's not strong enough as far as the cell phone signal. So how long was your brownouts? Each one? Was it like half hour, an hour, and
To brown out in one day.
Yeah,
Maybe
welcome.
short time.
You'll learn, Alvin, okay? Say you lose power for like 10, 15 minutes and it comes back on. I will guarantee you within an hour you'll lose power again, and that'll be out for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
When they do the brownout, power back, and real quick, you're like, they didn't fix the problem. They didn't fix it. They just threw the breaker back on, and it'll probably trip again. And then, like I said, it'll trip, and then you're like a couple hours, you have no power. It's part of life.
Maybe it's Pampanga. Isn't it, Elvin? You're in Pampanga, right?
Yeah, I like this better.
Yeah, it's much better this one than the YouTube channel.
Well, see, YouTube, you got more. You can do more things like these wrenches right here. These wrenches, you can hand out wrenches for the moderators. On here, you can't.
Pampanga, yes. What part of Pampanga? Because I have niece there in Lubao, Pampanga.
Like Elvin, I can't give him a wrench. Maybe I can. Let me try, Elvin. If all of a sudden our live goes, poof, you know, I got really stupid. I did something wrong. I'll give Elvin a wrench. I thought I gave him a wrench.
Flor, Florida Blanca? Florida
Was
Blanca.
that a?
Okay. But
Is that north or
now,
south from us?
close to Manila.
Oh,
Pampanga
okay.
already close to Manila, but they are living in like town. Florida Blanca.
I don't think I can do anything for him.
Don't mind that anyway.
Don't do-
Your hand is non-stop.
What?
Keep on doing something, and then you lose again that one.
I stop. Next time I go on. Oh, so it's right outside of Clark Air Force Base, Pampanga, huh?
Huh?
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's they are close. Next, Pampanga, and then Sambales already. Sambales is I Clark. Yeah, Clark is part of some of Pampanga also.
See, when I was in the military, we used to fly in when the base was actually no okay. We used to fly. I don't want to say too much. We used to fly in the base. We never went anywhere. Us and it was always that six of us. We fly in, sometimes seven, sometimes eight. We fly in. Either we're there. Most of the time, we're there to pick up stuff that we need for the next place we go. Philippines was a drop point for us, or a resupplied
Oh,
place
but
for us.
now this the Clark well, Clark is
Yeah, I remember that. The Constantine wire. Yeah,
Constantine. Why?
yeah.
What's that mean?
Barbed wire. Same thing. But these are was it the razor blade ones? Ooh. Them things would cut you just looking at them. No, they were razor blades.
Yes. Pork adobo.
Yeah, adobo. I like adobo. I like adobo. I do, don't I?
Pork adobo, yes.
You know who else? Okay, Myles makes really good adobo. The Yellow House,
Yeah.
they make really good adobo too.
Darrell, the Yellow House. Have you eaten the adobo?
Yes, the ways about that stuff, man, will cut you just looking at it. Uh, uh.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how you doing, Beth? Glad to see you. Glad we are.
Hey, Sister Beth, good morning.
Yeah, I like. I mean, you can make adobo. I mean, adobo's adobo, and then you say whatever you put into it, like fish adobo, right? Or chicken adobo, or pork adobo. You know what? You never tried meatballs, making little tiny meatballs and putting them in there. Meatballs adobo. That would be good. I like meatballs. You make little tiny ones. All right, you cook them in. You don't put them in raw. You cook them first. So they get that nice crust on them in a frying pan, and then we should try that. Experiment.
And chicken adobo, delicious too.
Oh, I like adobo. Like I said, I like adobo. The only thing I don't like is when you go to a place. I'm not talking about the Yellow House, and I'm not talking about Miles. Okay, when you go to these other places that have adobo, and you get like pork. It's usually pork. All right, and it's like 80% fat. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, you got to be. I can't. I don't know about you all, but I can't eat fat, man. I can't. It's a texture thing. Okay, goes in my mouth. Don't feel right. It ain't. It's.
Chicken
But
adobo.
yeah, meatball adobo.
I will try later. Next time.
Yeah, chicken. All adobo's good, man. It is.
Pusit
But I have found
adobo.
out,
And
and your wife. Yeah, you're married now.
yeah,
The longer you have adobo sitting with all that love going on inside of it, and then they heat it back up. Yeah, it's
the
good.
best taste.
Oh, that is so freaking good.
Mhm.
Because the meat and everything gets all happy, happy, happy.
Mhm.
Oh, should try that. Next time she makes it, keep it in the pot and put it in the well, they put, that's common in the Philippines. You don't go up in the refrigerator doing you see a pot sitting in there. Put it in the pot, you put it in the refrigerator. The next day, put it on top, whatever you're cooking with, use it for cooking. Flame real low so it doesn't boil. You don't want it to boil, but you want it to slowly come to heat. Oh, that stuff is so good.
Not yet.
No, not yet. No. Wait.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it? Have I ever had it?
Mm, yeah.
Did I like it?
You just eat the string beans and mm, eggplant.
Eggplant?
Mm.
That's another thing I like here. The
I
eggplant. What do they
I
call that? The
poke
wait,
poke.
pookie pookie. Hey, Dal, try pookie pookie. I know it sounds like a bad word. When I first heard it, I was like, man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about that
Mhm.
for? Remember that? I was like, it sounds like a sex word. But pookie pookie. Florence probably knows it. You think she knows it? Pookie pookie?
Yeah, maybe.
Florence probably, oh, that's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Yeah, I like the people at the Yellow House, man. They're all.
And they're halo Darren.
And now that I found out, I found out I can have breakfast there. There's sometimes, man, I just want to go eat breakfast. Miles, Miles is really not a big breakfast person. Either am I, but sometimes I just want like eggs and they got bacon. The only thing though is they don't make the potatoes. You know what I mean? With the onions, they don't make that. I should go in there and show them how to do that.
What? How?
Fried potatoes. A lot of these guys know what I'm talking about with onions, and that's
Mhm.
sliced up fried potato. And
Mhm.
then you cook them on top of the grill with, you can put anything in there. I like onions in it. Some people like garlic. Whatever you like.
Hey, good
Breakfast,
morning, Big Ace. Good morning.
Big E's. Hey, Big E's, how you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good day and a good evening in Ohio.
Ohio. Goto soup.
What's
Mm-mm.
that? Did I ever have that?
No,
No. Why? What's in it?
it's just like what I know. Goto is just like congee or
Oh, okay.
congee. You know congee?
Konji? We had that.
Just like cooked rice with some ingredients in it. Yeah, you. I gave you once when you knew your.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When I had work on my mouth, yeah.
Adobo fried rice is good.
What are you laughing for?
Adobo fried rice.
You ever have adobo fried? I never heard of adobo fried rice.
Adobo fried rice.
That well,
With some Ben,
okay.
you add some what soya sauce, right? Soy. Adobo right.
Well, adobo fried rice is just fried rice with adobo, no meat, right? Am I wrong, Beth? If I'm wrong, say nah, dude. It ain't that. You know what I'm
No,
talking about.
sometimes um I cook fried rice with some egg
Yeah.
and hot dog and sprinkle with some soya sauce on it. That is adobo.
I've noticed that the adobo tastes different. Depends. You're exactly right there,
Yeah.
AT. You are exactly right.
Yeah.
I have, and it's not none of it's bad because they all have the same main ingredients, but then they have their little twist or kick into it. But you are right. I haven't tasted a bad adobo. The only time, like I said, with pork, but the fat, I can't eat fat.
Yeah, when we ate in the Rafael restaurant in Batak, the adobos are almost fat.
Yeah, I was like, and Miles even looked at it because you ain't gonna eat that. It was like, it's like all fat. I can't deal with that. Yeah,
Torta. Torta, just like pan fry with some dip into egg and then cook,
yeah,
pan
but
fry it.
are you talking about pookie pookie
The
pookie
puki
pookie?
puki, Daryl, the puki puki we are talking about is fried with egg, tomato, and onion.
Yeah, it's no,
Mm.
it is really good. It is really good. I like it.
But puki puki is good.
Yeah, it is. I thought like a fat when we were at a restaurant. What's his name? What was the guy's name?
In easy corner,
Oh,
dip dip.
Dip. But there was a guy, waiter, really good guy, man, hard worker. And I said, what kind of vegetable? I wanted a vegetable. And he says, well, I got pookie pookie. And I looked at him, I said, what are you talking about? I said, man, why are you talking like that? And he just started laughing. I said, it sounds like a sexual word. And he says, no, and he
Yeah, it's
showed me.
my first time to hear that puki
Yeah.
puki also.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's very good. Hollow is too sweet for me. I can't do hollow. Hollow from Philippine to English is stir, and it's just too sweet. Oh, you got the sick, huh? How old is your daughter? Is she in school? That usually happens. Well, no, school start already. Nah.
Not yet. Next month.
Yeah, yeah. You get well, Biggie. Just chill out. I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, I cook once also.
What eggplant parmesan?
With spaghetti.
Yeah, it was
That
good. Yeah, it was good.
what I put the spaghetti is at the bottom and I put the sliced eggplant on top and
Yeah, that's
put
what
the
with the cheese and the
cheese,
sauce.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's how
bake,
she did it.
yeah.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember being in the military when we have a barbecue and the Filipinos would show up with their wives would cook. Forget about them hamburgers and hot dogs. I'm serious. Yeah, it's like I said, everybody like from the north, everybody says, "Oh, the Philippines such a small island." But well, say islands, and every area like this area is Ilocano. Now you'll go, and it's different national, not nationalities.
National different.
How would you describe that? Because yes, they're Filipinos, but
we have different, just like in Pampanga likes a little bit spicy, sweet. Here in Ilocos, we we like spices also.
Well, Spanish.
We like salty.
Yes, they like the salt and vinegar. Yes, they do.
Yes, sour.
Yeah. But see, like I was going with this is every in different areas in the Philippines they have like different traditions. And like here it's Ilocano. In the north it's mostly Ilocano. What are the other the mountain people? What are they called?
Bagyo,
Buck
Bagyo.
Buckyu. I call them the gypsies of the Philippines. If any of you's been to Europe or anything like that, and you've seen gypsies and how they dressed, I call them the gypsies of the Philippines
I want to
because they don't really have a place. They go from area to area and they squat. All right, that's
Elvin, we will go to Baguio, Elvin.
oh, okay. Can you ever do that?
What?
You get the algae oil, the oil from the adobo, and use it as cooking oil to cooking fried rice. You know, and you add garlic.
Yeah.
That might be. I
Cause
love the flavor of it. You know what I mean?
use the use.
The sauce. I'm talking about the sauce.
Mm-mm.
The adobo sauce. I like the flavor of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. AT. It's just too sweet. I can't. And it's not bad. It's just like when you get to the usually the farther you go you go down in the cup, the sweeter it gets. So I can deal with the first maybe that much of it, on a glass, depending on the size of glass. But after that, it just gets too sweet for me. I'm like, I never tried that.
There is just
Oh, S&M. Okay, the log.
yeah.
Okay, I gotta try it. Doesn't hurt to try, right?
Mm. Hello, hello, Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Good morning. Just, and we will go to Baguio.
Testing, testing. Hey, David.
Testing, testing,
Now we're not ignoring you. I'm just going down the line of comments. Yeah,
yeah,
like,
Igoro. Those are the people living in somewhere in Baguio.
okay,
That was Baguio. Igoro.
where is, and I'm not trying to sound rude or anything like that. Where is, who are the most purest Filipinos? In other words, they're not mixed with the Spaniards or anything like that. Who is the purest? I've seen them, okay, the curly hair, okay, they got like afro hair. Okay, yeah, they got like afro hair, and they're not dark. They're kind of it's like a pale dark, if you know what I'm talking about. Not like Miles's color.
Oh,
It's a lot darker, but it's like a pale.
this those are the we call that Eta.
They're the original, right? They're the
The,
true
those
Filipinos.
people in the mountain.
Yeah, they're the true Filipinos. Not saying Miles is not a true Filipino. In other words, they're pure Filipino. They're not like Miles is Ilocano because she has Filipino and Spanish, heritage. Okay, but these people are like
Hey,
pure, pure,
good
pure.
morning, Misha. Good morning.
About time you made Misha. Hey, how's that new grandchild of yours? Yeah, Misha had a few days ago. She had a boy. Well, she didn't, but she's a new grandma to a
Okay.
baby boy.
He said he just came back at
What's it?
home.
What's his name, Misha? You got to tell everybody his name.
La chicken
Yeah,
inasal.
that's good, ain't it? That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what I like about Miles is Miles can do the Eastern Western fusion. You know what I mean? In other words, and Florence, Daryl's wife can probably do the same thing where they take foods from the East, Philippines, and they kind of do they throw a Western twist into it. Yeah, is he a big boy? You know what's so great about grandchildren? When they start getting on your nerve, you say, "I'm leaving, bye." Yeah, I love babies are awesome. Babies are awesome. Yeah, exactly. They're pure Filipinos. And then, like I said, they got their hair like almost like afro, okay, and they're like dark, but they're like a pale dark. It's not like I've been to West Africa, Gambia, and places like that. And I'm going to say something. I know some people are going to get pissed off. I think females, most majority of the African continent, the most beautifulest females in the world, in my opinion. I've been there quite often, Gambia and places like that, West Africa. But they're kind of like that. But them women there are kind of like more brighter, if that makes any sense. Here they're dull. They're dark, but they're dull. Maybe that's just because the lack of skincare. I don't know. Aitas. What's that?
Etas, the negritos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they say those are pure. And most of them live up in the mountains, right?
Mm-mm.
They don't want nothing to do with anybody.
Oh, they just live in the. But now they are allowed. The government already allowed them to register as. They are not civilized before. They are, yeah. They
Okay,
are
why won't they
uncivilized, and
civilize? Why won't they
they
civilize?
will allow them to register as civilized.
Well, actually, they should register as native Filipinos.
Yeah, so that's why they are most of the kids of ETA already going to school.
I don't know with that, but
Just like this one.
no,
This
okay.
this is the one you.
Well, they were darker than that, Miles. They look a
Oh,
little bit darker than that. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just.
yeah. This
But
one
also
is,
because they might have spent a lot of time in the sun, you know.
yeah, this is already studying.
Peyton Lewis,
8 pounds, that big.
big boy,
Yeah.
big boy. 8 pounds, 10 ounces, 21 and a half inches
Yeah,
long.
big
That's a
dude.
big guy, man. Is his daddy? Is the father a big guy? Yeah, exactly, Dell. He's ready for football. He's future football material.
Yeah.
Big guy. Well, nothing wrong with that. He's a big kid.
Py- Python Lewis.
Yeah, that's they eat a lot of fatty food too. You even admit to it. They eat a lot of fatty,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. You know, a piece of meat. You go to the market, okay, like when they're selling the beef for a, how can I say this with okay, let's say 80 to 90% meat. It's more expensive than that 50-50 or 40-60 meat. 60 is
But
fat. You know what I mean?
meat with some fat is
But
also make the meat soft
yeah, but some of it, Miles, you got
and
you got a strip of meat it's like that big, okay, and then on the edges they got fat like this. And fat weighs more than meat does.
mm,
But it's like I said, the more fat on that piece of meat, the cheaper the meat is. I noticed that. And you got to ask at the market if you say, "Hey, I don't want any fat, or I don't want or I want very little fat, they keep that in a bucket. You ever notice that when you ask for it, they pull the big container out and they'll
Yeah.
pull it out. They don't keep it mixed up with everything.
Not every time when we buy the meat, I just set a small fat,
I
and then
just
they
Yeah, I
get.
can for you use it for rendering, right?
Mm,
Yeah, they do. Cleveland's not that bad, are they? I'm really not into football like I used to be. I used to be like all the time, but not. Poor belly. Pork belly, yeah, you
pork
can.
belly.
Yeah,
As because pork belly is good for BBQ
high blood pressure.
or BBQ
How do you mean by that?
barbecue.
I use pork belly for bacon. But here's also the biggies. When you ask for pork belly, you look at it, it looks like it's like a lot of fat on it. A lot of fat.
No, because while you do the barbecue, the fat is already
Dripping.
dripping.
Why why every time we go live we sit there and talk about food? Why peoples?
Yes, it's nice. Rather
Yeah,
than the topic is
yeah, you're
fellow.
right. Well, I don't like talking politics because everybody has their own opinion, and I just don't want to talk about it. Yeah, you're right. It just, but in the Philippines, high blood pressure and diabetes is a major problem here.
I'm one of them. I
She has
blood.
high blood. Oh, sorry, but yeah, they got pure cane sugar here too, right? Yeah, yeah, that's not bad. Yes.
Yeah.
But hey, we have a friend of ours. His name is Carlos, and he lives right down the road. In other words, if I stand out the back and I look at it like a 40, maybe a 45-degree angle, I can see where he keeps his chickens. When we get chicken from him and I break it open, I have noticed the yolk to be a bright.
Darker,
No, it's brighter.
darker,
No,
dark,
brighter.
darker.
But okay, brighter, darker. Okay, than the ones I would get at the market. Not saying the market's bad, but his eggs are fresh,
Yeah,
real
the
fresh.
one in the market is good, but they will stuck for a while
Yeah, you're right,
before
Misha.
they delivering it. Him is just picking up the egg from the chicken
Hmm.
there and then deliver.
Yeah, he gets the eggs as ordered.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, they do say that there, Todd. It comes from. Sorry about that. It comes from alcohol or sugar. Well, I don't drink, so I don't know where.
Mm.
Matter of fact, I seen a kid one time here, and I said, what is he eating? It looked like a stick, and it was like a brownish color. He said it was cane sugar.
What do you think?
It was in town. A kid was walking around. It looked like he had it. It wasn't, but it was about that long, and the kid was eating it like a. And you said it was cane sugar, and I was like, he's eating that straight up like that. Ugh.
Cane sugar, Carl? Have you seen that?
Yeah, we went. It was a long time ago. I don't know, Misha. You're probably eating like a pizza or something.
Spaghetti misa.
Spaghetti?
Spaghetti misa.
What's he eating, Misha?
Ooh,
That's what we talk about here is food. Nothing wrong with it. It's just funny.
chicken liver.
Chicken.
Good.
Uh,
Is it
no.
adobo misa? adobo chicken liver. Hey,
Chicken livers.
who's
I
talking
can't.
about Elvin? Chicken adobo, chicken liver adobo is good also, Elvin.
I can't eat liver. I can't do it. I tried it. Not that I was like, but I can't. No, no. No, I can't do it. All right, what we got here? No, it's not egg. It's liver. Yeah, sugar cane. Yeah, yeah. Just eating, and I was like, oh.
That's too sweet.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, my teeth were hurting watching them. It's like, oh, that's got oh. Hey, if you like, I mean, come on. If they like it, they like it. That's fish bait,
What's fish bone?
chicken livers.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's yummy.
If you like it, I mean, my dad loved chicken, my liver, any kind of liver. You know, my sister liked it. I just couldn't eat it. I couldn't even stand the smell of it when it was being cooked. But I mean, if it's your thing, it's your thing.
Isn't it yummy?
Yeah, I just can't deal with it, man. It's just the smell. Just like everybody says here, stinky fish is really good. I just can't get past the smell.
Mm.
That's I can't do it.
Because yes, also chicken, chicken fusard, chicken. I fry it with what fusard?
I don't know.
Not gizzard.
Oh, here. Look, if
Yes.
you say so, Alvin. If you say so, I'll take your word for
Yeah,
it.
that's good.
I just can't do liver. I could never.
Because Elvin, you ask your wife to cook the chicken liver and the gizzard.
I used to. I was a friend with a Canadian guy. Okay, and we always seen them in Texas. We always seen them meet up at a truck stop there, and he was always get not chicken, liver and onions. Okay, and he was acting like he was eating steak. I was like, dude, you're in Texas. You eat steak. You don't need a liver. You know, I like my liver. I said, okay, great. Gizzards? No, I'll pass. You can have Big E's. You can have all the gizzards you want. Matter of fact, you can have the gizzards that I don't eat. How's that sound?
Gizzard.
Yeah, same. That's what happened with me, AT. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm in. I just couldn't eat it. I tried it one time. It just seemed like it sucks up all the moisture in your mouth. I could be wrong. It's very dry tasting to me. Crab bait, yeah. She loves chicken ass. It's a thing. Don't think I'm being a jerk. Chicken ass. It's a thing here. You know, the back end of the chicken where it looks like a little tiny tail. That it's all fat though. And they like it. Nah, Beth, I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I can't. I can't. You can put whatever you want. I like onion. I like fried onions. Okay, but like I said, no, I can't do it.
Mm.
No, it's another. Why do we always end up talking about like Misha says we like food? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But we always talk about food. That's right. Peanut butter and jelly. You all right, buddy? Hey, you alive? Hey, oh, okay. Hey, okay, he's alive. Mucky was making some weird noises. I had to do a live check on him. Yeah, chicken protein. I eat a lot of. I didn't eat that. I mean, I ate chicken when I was in the States, but I eat more chicken here than I did when I was in the States. And I eat fish here.
Hmm.
Turkey, turkey tails.
What's that? Okay, then.
I guess
Oh,
it's the
this is
same
chicken
thing.
ass.
I guess it's yeah. When we were at a restaurant and I looked and I said, "What?" And it said chicken ass. I was like, "Mom, what's that?" And she goes, "Chicken ass." And I was like, she likes it. It's just too fatty for me. Yep, cold glass of milk. Yep. Hey, Albert, did you ever take a half a glass of milk and pour in Pepsi and mix it?
What?
Half a glass of milk and pour in Pepsi. It tastes like a float.
Maybe.
No, mate, it does. It does taste like a float. That's the poor person's float.
Hmm.
Oh, no rich man food. What was my favorite food when I was in the Navy? Nothing's sticking out. You know, actually, we're flying all over the place. We flew into a lot of Air Force bases. And yeah, I'm jealous of the Air Force, man. Them people eat so good there. And they would have this, what's it called? God, I can't remember the name of it. It was like it was like a dough, okay? But inside of it, you had cheese, ham, and sometimes some meat, beef. God, what was that called? Well, anyway, and then they had this gravy over top. It looked like a big clump of dough, or a clump of dough. It was cooked, of course, but inside of it, it had cheese, ham, and some type of white sauce. Oh, that stuff was so good. That was the Air Force. What? I guess what though. I guess some people react different to different foods.
Hmm.
Like my sister, she loved steak, but she couldn't eat it all the time because her ankles would swell up. If that made any sense.
Ice cream again, anything?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can add ice cream if you wanted, but if you just wanted like you had no ice cream in the house, but you had Pepsi and you had milk. Like I said, a half a cup of milk, and you pour in Pepsi. I saw that. Remember Laverne and Shirley, the show? I saw it on that, and I tried it. And I was like, "Hey, this is pretty good." Yeah, the Air Force. These guys had it good, man. These guys didn't have it hard. But like I said, the Air Force was all smart guys. They did. They didn't take dummies. They didn't take stupid people in the Air Force. I already gave you the list. Air Force had technical, really smart people. The Navy had alcoholics.
Mhm.
The Army had, you know, guys that couldn't get in the Air Force because they didn't score enough ASVAB. Marines were they were smart. You couldn't be stupid in being the Marines. You could not be stupid in being a Marine. Yes, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Beth. Chicken card. I don't know why I couldn't. That's
Chicken cotton.
Oh my God. The Air Force. It was probably already pre-made. Okay, let's be real about it. But I don't know where they got it from, but it was really good. The Navy had them, but they were like, it was the cooks because it was always dry, you know, or you cut into the middle of it and like the ham will still be cold. Africa, Gambia. That was like I said, the girls there, and I wasn't married, so I was all right. But no, I didn't mess around there. I was because I was afraid of HIV. I'm telling you, HIV petrifies me. But Gambia, the people are so awesome there. I'm telling you, the people are so awesome. And believe it, was it Gambia? I think it was because I've been in a different country. Everybody thinks Africa is a country. No, it's a continent. Stop. All right. Where they are a lot of history in Gambia. I loved Gambia. Like I said, the females there are so beautiful. And you look at them and they don't wear makeup. And you know what they say? And I don't take this the wrong way, people. They say a female who wears makeup is hiding something. You know? That's their beliefs. But yeah, Gambia was awesome. No, I never heard it called the rich man disease. I mean, I heard of gout, but I never heard it called the rich man disease. See, we learn something every day. Gout usually affects the feet, right?
The, that
Because
is just like cause of rheumatoid.
when everybody say, "Oh, my feet hurt," I got the gout. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, must be bad. Even the name gout sounds
You
bad.
cannot eat what you want to eat about what you want to eat that risks your gut.
No, I never, Elvin, I never had egg cream.
Egg cream soda.
I never had it. Have you?
No.
You're acting like
What's that, Alvin?
you.
Ice cream soda. Egg cream. Ano?
Oh, SOS wasn't bad. My mom used to make SOS when we were growing up. Piece of toast with, you know what SOS stands for? Shit on the shingle. It was like what, chick beef with a white sauce. I think the white sauce was just, I don't know what it was, flour, water, and whatever else. It was good.
Deborah, good morning, Deborah. Good morning.
Hey, Deborah, good morning. Hey, good morning. Glad to see you here, Deborah. Yeah, but Beth, yeah, East Coast, yeah, the East Coast sucks. I realized that because I went to San Diego. I had to go to school there. All right. And I was like, man, your food's pretty good.
Mm-mm.
But the East Coast, there's just, oh, that's nothing.
Repairing.
It's, yeah, you're right. The West Coast, San Diego area, that's awesome. The hands, feet,
Yeah.
and joints, yeah.
Yeah, if you
It sounds like something you don't want nothing to do with.
intake excessive protein will affecting your guts.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have, do you have the gout?
Yeah, I have already.
I think that's arthritis.
The same
Now,
thing.
when
It's the same thing.
because I don't know, I know nothing about that. I'm not going to act like I'm not going
yeah.
to Google it either.
Oh,
If you have the gout, is it like swelling or is it like
pain.
nerve pain?
Mhm.
That's a good word. Like nerve pain. Like I said, arthritis. I mean, I got arthritis, but I don't have. I know like my hand because I messed my arm up. It sounds like something I don't want anything to do with. Ooh. Now, is it something that like a flare up or a reaction of something? Say if you're under a lot of stress, can you if you have gout or if you have the potential to have gout, would that flare up under stress or just the foods that you eat?
The food is.
It is the foods.
Mm.
I know nothing about it. I'm not gonna act like I do.
Is it protein? Protein. Yeah.
Okay, inflammation. How do we go from we
Yeah,
went from food to gout? Well, actually, yeah, it's fun. Talk about anything on here, don't we? Deborah's probably like, what the hell are they talking about?
Hmm.
What? Gout?
I have to keep
Yeah. What do we get?
Next card.
Next card. Yeah, like I said, the shampoos, man. And a lot of stuff come from China here. Okay, so I do question it. The next card comes from Australia, but yeah, you don't know what they got in them bottles of shampoo. You know.
Next.
Mhm.
Who's that?
Shingles. Now, I have a friend that has shingles, man. Oh, that's nerves, inflammation. Oh God, he would get a breakout on his back. Oh my God, shingles. They say if you had what, chicken pox, you have a very good possibility of having shingles. Oh, it's that chicken liver to gout. Yeah,
I hope you
really. Well,
don't.
we talked about food, the gout. Hey, like I
Let
said,
them.
that's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's just, I like Miles. I'm going to tell you, I really appreciate you guys being here. Miles really enjoys this. She does. She plays it off like she don't, but she's, are you having a live? You know, she likes doing it, which is fine.
What is next?
What's next?
What is next?
No, it's just, it's conversation, Miles. It's just open for anything. No, I don't. But a full, I, I'm pretty sure there is people that have them, German Shepherds. But I thought, remember, I wanted to bring a German Shepherd with me.
Mm-mm.
What I plan, I'm gonna find out what I need to do, and when I go home to visit, I might see if I can get me a German Shepherd, a male and a female from two different mothers, because that would be really gross, and raise them and maybe breed them. I wouldn't sell them to Billy Bob walking the streets. Okay, I'm sorry. I would maybe see the law enforcement. You know,
There are, there are a German Shepherd at the back.
no,
The uh,
they're Doberman. No,
the tall like this
they're
tall.
not Doberman. They're not German Shepherds. So, God, what are the name of them? God, it just left me. I'll think of it a while. I would say Doberman Pinchers, but no, I can't think of the name of them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Miles loves talking to these guys. She does. She really appreciates us.
Loves to um
No, yeah. Whatever happened to dragon fruit?
distill that. Well, I am planning to to blend it with banana if can.
Do you have to blend it, or can you be all by itself? Does it taste better blended?
It's for me it's just eat like that.
Oh yeah. I never had dragon fruit, did
Dragon
I?
fruit.
Did I ever have it?
Do you know that dragon fruit
I don't know them
before?
personally, but I heard about them.
Oh, okay.
Well, the one we got a couple days ago at the market.
Yeah, I know. Misha, can I blend dragon fruit or bear?
Huh?
Bear, can I blend also the dragon fruit mix with banana, something like that? Brent bought me
We
three
got three of
pieces.
them. Yeah, three
Yeah, three
pieces.
pieces of dragon fruit yesterday.
I haven't been anywhere in Locos Norte, but I really enjoy going south to a local store to the town of Vegan. I like architects. I like old buildings, and I just find Vegan very interesting.
I want
Now, go ahead.
I want you to bring in military base in Burgos.
Yeah, the military. One time, the military came
Yeah.
here and they were just, gathering information. They told me I was welcome there anytime I want at the military base, And I didn't know that Ilocos Norte had one of the largest military bases in the Philippines.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that at all.
it's a wide area.
But that's not bad. I mean, but that's got a lot of history here. I mean, they got the museum. Okay, they have a lot of history here. And like I said, the people here are great.
Yes,
They're really
because
good people.
Daryl is from Badok also.
Well, not him, his wife.
Speaking.
Aw,
Wow,
oh, I
15
know.
years old.
I think about that. Yeah, I think about that with Muck and Mimi. I'm like, man, that's why I do live checks a lot to make sure. Because Mucky, he just lays there and he doesn't move. You know, hey, Muck, you need to move, and he'll look at you. But yeah, I hate when I don't even want to think about when that day comes. Right, Muck? He's a good boy. He's funny. He's funny. Mucky's very funny. Yeah, Alvin. A lot smaller too, ain't they? The bananas are a lot small, but they have more flavor to them. A lot more flavor to them. I like them better than the ones in the States. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says, man. People treat their pet like dogs and cats like they're their children, you know? And they bond with them like and it doesn't bother me. The dogs are more closer to Miles because Miles took care of them since they were puppies. And Mucky's very close to Miles because he was a sick little boy when he was a puppy. He was we didn't think he was going to make it. He had
Yeah.
parvo. He had parvo. And they say his chances of making it through parvo was like 1% or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he lived, you
Not
know?
sick of parvo. The vet said,
Oh,
"Oh,
he
it's
was,
good. You bring it here because it's already um, had the parvo
yeah.
disease."
I mean, when I went to visit, he was sick.
Mm-mm.
And I put my finger on the roof of his mouth, and I was like, Miles, you need to get him to a vet. He was burning. I said, his brain probably is cooking right about now. He was hot. He was very, very hot.
Yeah.
Biggie's everything I mean, as far as native grown fruits, the vegetables, I really don't see very much difference in them, but the native grown fruits is like they're great. You got your pineapples, the coconuts,
Mm-mm.
you know, and the bananas. They're like more flavor to them, and they're smaller. They're a lot smaller than you would buy in the States. A lot smaller.
Show them this one. This is Matty when he's still 1 year old.
Is that Mucky?
Yeah.
What happened to him? He was cute there. What happened to him? She's saying this is Muck when
This
he
is
was.
Maki when it's still sick.
Right with it, folks. That's let me get the glare off. That's Mucky when he was a puppy.
Just been sick.
Yeah, that's when he was sick.
For
You know, I
2 months
noticed
ago.
though, in your photo albums, you got all these pictures of Mucky, and you got maybe one of Mimi. Maybe one.
Maybe it's just fine because
Is there any favoritism there?
no.
Yeah. Wait, everybody give us a thumbs up. Favoritism. Yeah, Mucky was a good boy. Favorite to Mama's boy. Right, Muck? Like I said, she can give him a bath all day long. If I try, it ain't happening. Yeah, Mucky was a good boy. Now he's nothing but a big booty butt. Right, Muck?
There's he is now
What's that?
Maki.
Oh. She got all these pictures of him, and she's got like one of Mimi.
This is me, Maki.
Yeah,
Supreme leader.
yeah. Mucky's a good boy, man. I like him. Mucky's funny. Yeah, I like dogs, man. And I was telling Miles, Muggy don't like cats. Why? I don't know. I think something happened. Well, there used to be, when we were living in Assam, I mean, cats everywhere. And I think, and there used to be that one cat used to come in and mess with Mucky when he was a puppy. Remember?
Mm-mm.
That one cat. And I think that's why he despises cats, because of that one cat. But I told Miles, if you raise, because we had them when I was growing up, we had a dog, we had a collie, and we had collies, all right, and we raised the dog with the collies, and they were fine. They got along great.
Mhm.
I think if you raise them together, they come like friends. But if I walked in here with a cat right now,
Mm.
Mucky would lose his mind, you know. Yeah, Puerto Rico's got not good fruits there. Yeah, but yeah, it's yeah.
Pony?
Does he speak Ilocano?
Hey, no, because she's in from the south.
From the south?
Bicol, mm,
The south?
south. Is the south?
No,
North,
that's north. That's south.
south.
You're gonna say hello to him
Hello,
in Tagalog.
salvation. Magandang umaga. Mayong buntag. Like, am I correct? Mayong buntag sa imong tanan.
Hey, Dal, I got a question for you. Okay, when you're here, all right, and even Elvin, and you're like around your wives or girlfriends, family, and they're speaking Ilocano or Tagalog, how do you feel? Do you like, okay, what do I do with myself now? I'm just curious. It's not that I think Miles, see, Miles, when we go like family or something like that, she's more concerned and more worried about my and and that's why a lot of times when she goes to Lassam, I'll say, no, I'll just stay I'll stay home, you go and visit, so she can do what she wants to do and not worry about me. If that makes any sense.
Mount Mayon volcano
What's that?
in Bicol.
Who?
Somewhere in Algal.
Okay.
Mm. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you. Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. Hey, you can tell Elvin. This is the easiest way. Okay. If they're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden a couple of them look at you, they're talking about you. Am I
Mhm.
wrong?
No.
That they'll
No.
yes, or they look at you and then they
No,
turn
they
around.
just when they are
Oh, stop!
when they are talking, they just looking at you, but but different topic. They just only accidentally looking at you.
No, there's no
Mhm.
accident. When
No.
they're all around in a circle and they're talking, all of a sudden a couple of them turn around and look at you, and then turn around and go back to the circle. They're talking about you. Or if they look at you and smile, then
Suspicious.
I'm not making fun of the language, but and it's my I blame myself that I don't know their language. I'll be the first one. Oops. Yeah, I start thinking about it. Hey, where can I go? Or yeah, you start having conversations in your head, like, okay, what can I do now? You feel awkward.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think the feel. I mean, one of these days I'd like to go back. Go visit the states for a couple of weeks. But I just got a feeling it'll be different. It'll feel different.
Couple weeks we just you just only stay US
I'll
for
go
how
to,
many years and then you just go back to your state for
yeah, but
2 weeks
I'm
or a
I'm used
month.
I'm used to this way of life, and I like it. Where there's it's easygoing, set back life. You know
That
that
is,
the news don't mean nothing to you because
you
whatever.
take that opportunity to stay with your family for a
My
bit
family gets on
longer.
my nerves, Miles. My family gets on my nerves sometimes. My family, and maybe Elvin will understand what I mean since he's from New York. Okay, my family is your typical northeastern Pennsylvania family. Okay, dramatic, drama. Everything's got to be an argument, and there's always that one person that you just want to stay away from. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. He's right. I don't know what else. I don't know to add or I don't have anything. I mean, I always look at it this way: it's still country, you know, and it's still country. Now, certain things bother me, but I'm just like, it's still country, you know. Like you always got that one guy or maybe couple that every time something comes up, their arms are very short and their pockets are very deep, or very yeah, and very deep. You know what I mean? In other words, they it's hard to explain. Deep pockets, short arms. If some of you know what I mean, and you're kind of like, but the they're always the first one. They're always the head of line when it comes to divvying out food, but they're always the not around when the food's got to be paid for. That bothers me. Yeah, you're right, At. You're right. Or they'll start talking English, okay, which I respect. Then all of a sudden they start throwing like Tagalog or Ilocano in there, and you're like, okay, I'm lost. What are you
Mm.
talking about? Because they forget. Because a lot of times, if you listen to them speak, they do use English. I don't know about Tagalog, okay? I know Ilocano. They do use English, and once in a while they'll throw in a English word, but then they go back to Ilocano. You know, yeah. Well, see, At here it's Ilocano, not Tagalog, but they do speak Tagalog. They do speak it. They are taught it. Yep. See, Beth. See, she even says, but I think it's funny because it's not. I don't think it's rude. They're just very curious. I mean, they're very Filipino people are very curious people. That's why a lot of times, not all, but most, well, that when you're sitting somewhere, okay, say you're sitting somewhere by yourself, they want to have a conversation with you. And a lot of times, it always starts out as where you from. That's the first sentence in the conversation. Then
They
it
just
goes,
only want marites.
what do you mean?
Um,
And it's not bad. I'm not coming across like it's a.
Chismis.
Well, no, no, they're very curious people. They want to know. They want to know about you. You know how's the how'd they change, Alvin? How the states have changed? I'm not trying to be like in your face. I'm just like if it changed, did it change for the good or for the bad? That's what I mean. You know what the old saying, lock and load, right, Weston? Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy being here. sometimes in the beginning, and it happens at times here now, is I get frustrated with things. What really bothers me is, okay, and nothing against Miles. I'd rather go somewhere by myself, like to a store, but I'm looking for something. So I learn myself, not her, not them, myself learn how to communicate with them to get something across. Even if I have to speak English, where I can get it across. You know what I mean? In other words, if I say, okay, I need this towel, I'll say, I'll go in there, okay, I need this towel, and they say, what kind of towel? And I look at Miles, explain it to them. That's the easy way out. I want to learn how I can describe things in English that gets to my point across, if you all understand what I'm saying. Because I think I rely too much on Miles for things. I do, especially not around the house. I'm talking about when we go out. I rely too much on Miles for things, and
Just
I
go
use it,
out.
and let me finish. And when and when it doesn't go the way that I think it should have went, I get annoyed, and it's just lazy of me, and because I get annoyed at you, and then I get annoyed at the person because what I'm asking for and what you all are talking about has the totally different two different things. You know, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like it. The tourist areas are more expensive. I don't
Yeah.
understand why people don't. Yeah, I want to go to Cebu. I want to go. Where's some of the other Manila? Well, it's a city. It's all cities are. No matter where you're out in the world, are
Our
expensive.
our place is not that busy tourist area.
No, it's not. The only I wouldn't say they're outsiders, but the only visitors we get to Badak is people that grew up in Badak, left Badak, like went to another country or went to another part of Philippines, or like there's really no tourists that come through here. You know, what it might be because a lot of people go to vegan. Okay, because vegan is a
Yeah,
big tourist area.
have a lot of foreigners in vegan.
Yeah, because it's
A group,
a
maybe they are
yeah
a group tour.
yeah, but there's really no tourists here. Like I said, a lot of people that visit. I'm not gonna say visitors, or like if me and Miles didn't we lived in the States, we come here because we know the area. But people who left Badak or left the country or left the town of Badak to come here and visit, we don't get no tours because there's really the only touristy thing is the Museum of the Artists, and
One
that's it.
Luna.
Yeah, Juan Luna.
And the beach that is also
What beach?
the big beach in
The one we went to.
the one have floating cottage.
That's a tourist beach.
Also,
I wouldn't want to go. If I was tourist, that'd be the last place I'd go. I'm sorry, but it's trash. That's why I always thought it wasn't a tourist attraction because of the trash.
how long you been there already?
It's been a while since we've been there.
They said it's already they have a double deck floating cottage, the second floor. It's like a house. Oh, oh.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember the sense of humor here in the Philippines is totally different from, let's say, United States. Well, of course, the sense of humor between the United States and England is totally different. So, you know,
Mhm.
what 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 they find funny here, you'd be like, that ain't funny. You know what I mean? But like, also, I've been to England and gone to a comedy club, and I'm like, this guy's not funny, but everybody else is laughing.
Mhm.
It's different. You will, At, you will, but see the way I do it.
Oh, always,
Yeah.
80, always, he encountered skin pox.
Yeah, but how about that one lady, the barbecue lady? I don't go to them no more. And they asked me a couple times. I used to go to. They have good barbecue, but it's the principle behind it. Is they try to. There was a guy before me, a Filipino, got something, and he paid whatever, I don't remember. And then when it was my turn, I got the same exact thing, and they tried to charge me 50 pesos more. Now it's only 50, but it's the principle. You know what I mean? I'm there every day, or almost every day. I walk by, I'll grab something. You know, it might be something small, it might be because I like the lady, but the lady she had working for her would skin tag me. And I'm like, and every time I see her, she goes, "Why don't you come to me anymore?" And I told her, I said, "Because you all try to rip me off." What picture?
What picture those bagos?
You had, I don't know if I might, are we just subscribe to him? If you're doing food, I'll subscribe to you, man. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now. I won't be rude. I won't be talking out my butt, okay, bro? I might be already subscribed to you. What's your channel name? Oh, it is. I don't think you're coming up.
There you go. There you go.
Is that you, man? Just say yes or no.
Look at the picture.
Wait a minute, let me get that damn. Is that you right there? I'll subscribe. Nothing wrong with helping each other out, man. Us small channels got to stick together.
There you go. You can see the white.
Yeah, I think I've seen the video. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, Weston. I like Badak because it's a small town. It's a real town. It's not, you know, with souvenirs at every other 5, 10 feet and stuff like that. Like I said, that one time I was by myself. And that's the only place I had a problem with the AT was that one barbecue. They have good barbecue, and it wasn't. I'm gonna be fair about this, okay? There was two ladies. There's a young lady. She's probably in her 40s, maybe younger, maybe older. I don't know. And then an older woman. All right. And like I said, the person in front of me, and I was like, man, can't she hear? It was the older woman, and she charged them a price. I went and got the same thing, and they charged me 50 pesos more. And it was the old lady. And I was like, what? And she told me how much. And I was like, no. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want it. And I turned and I walked away. And like I said, the young lady, every time she sees me, she says, why don't you don't like my food? I said, no, I like your food. Your food is good. And I told her, I said, she tried to rip me off, charge me more. And something was said, like the first time she said something, she asked me, she basically got knee deep in the older woman's butt. And she's, and she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but I still, every time I go by there now, it's the old lady there, and I'm just, I'm not playing that. What?
That is the last, and yeah, that is
It's
the.
just, it's not right.
Come on, this one.
Where you going? No, but like I said, it's just she'll be back. Miles will be back. And it's just like, I can't believe this just happened. And I went to them almost every day. There's people there that only go to once in a while, maybe once a week. I was going there almost every because I like the barbecue. The barbecue chicken was so good, you know. Yes, AT, we got it fixed. What it was is, what was it? It wasn't a leak on the outside fan. It was a leak inside here, and it's an LG. Don't get LGs. Navy diver, huh? Was he ever in Hoylock, Scotland? Yeah. See, that's what. There you go, man. You have your wife do everything, man. I'm telling you, Philippine females know how to negotiate. They got skills, and let me tell you, I don't care who you are. You can be the best salesman in the world. They'll beat you every time. They'll beat you every time. So, no, they won't rip you off. But if you go and purchase something, I'm not talking about the department stores. You ain't gonna get nowhere with them. But if like at the market, if it says like you, me, Daryl, and whoever else, if we go in there and it says 150 pesos, you're gonna spend 150 pesos. Now Miles and some other Philippine females, they'll go in there and they'll walk out paying 130 pesos for it. You know, you let them do all the talking. You have no idea what you're doing. Let them do all the talking. Yeah, you just like you really can't. It's senseless trying to argue with these people when you find out they're trying to skin tax you. You just turn around and walk away. You know, they lost the sale. They lost the sale. I mean, yeah, you want to. Like I said, I told the girl, the younger girl, I said, no, man, she tried to charge me more. And she did turn around and start saying things. I don't know what they were saying, but it wasn't nice. Saying something to the woman because the woman just put her head down, you know. She lost a customer was there almost every day. She lost them. And she did, and she gave, a good price to somebody who shows up there maybe once a week. Yeah, I mean, these 5, 10 pesos, you're like whatever. But when it's 50 pesos, it's the principle. And places like the Yellow House and Miles will tell you, and places like that because their service is so good, I always tip them good. And tipping's not a thing in the Philippines. It's not, man. It's not. They don't ask for it. Okay, so when you give them a tip, they're very grateful, and whatever you decide to give them, that's plentiful to them. They're happy with whatever you give them. They don't ask for a percentage. 4,000 a month? Yeah, yeah. But
What is that?
$4,000.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, yeah, it'll be more than enough. But it also depends if it'd be much, much better if you own your own house. We own this house, so we don't have no mortgage or anything like that. The only thing we have is electric, electric, telephone, and water.
But
And
depends if you renting house or so.
that's why I said it's better. I think it's better if you own. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't want to get involved with that because you can't own property." That is true. You can't own the property, but you can own the house.
Yeah.
And if the games start, it would if it's a legal document saying that house belongs to me, what do they got? What do they got? Hey, you want my house? Good, buy it for me. 2 million pesos. Paula, I don't mind, man, because I'm the one to advertise you. You didn't say, and it's one thing you don't do if you're a content creator. You have your own channel. You don't go to other channels saying, "Hey, come to my channel." Blah 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 blah. You don't do that. There is, there is channels here that'll do that. They'll spam. Okay, but I said, I said because your name looked familiar. Yes, I've seen some of your videos. I didn't subscribe, but I did see some of your videos, and you got good videos, and I subscribe. And if anybody else here wants to subscribe, that's fine. I don't take it personal.
It's a
Man.
cooking show.
Yeah, you learn it. You learn things. It's an educational.
Educational show.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Educational channel.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind tipping if it's good service, but they don't. They don't put. Nowadays they want a percentage of your bill. They don't ask for a percentage here. You know. And I'll tell you, the large majority of the people in the field, not they don't do it in other countries, but they bust their butts, man, especially the servers, and they will do anything for you, They will do anything for you. Like the Yellow House. Good food, good people. And I always tip them. I always tip them. And it depends on, like, if I'm dealing with, say there's only two people working in the Yellow House. You got the waitress and you got the cook. I'll give them an amount and I say split it. Yeah, customer service, exactly. If you treat, I'm not saying kiss my butt and, hey, no, I won't do, you'll never see me do that. Hey, come here. You'll never see me do that. But if you just look and they see you looking at them and they walk over, that's a good waitress.
Percentage?
Yeah, but the percentage, but you know, I give you what you deserve. Now, if you're a crappy server, you say, hey, can I get a cup of coffee? And then 15, 20 minutes later, I'm not, and they show up, can I help you? Yeah, I asked for a cup of coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, I'll be back. And then they'll show up for another 5, 10 minutes. No, it ain't. Yeah, no stress, unless you cause it, you know, which seems to be happening in a lot of your heavily foreigner areas where the drama and the stress and they bring all that crap that they say they left their country for and they bring it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Mark? No, I don't think there's any. I mean, you just deal day by day. Right? You just do it day by day.
Mm.
Now there is people here there is Filipinos that manufacture drama, right? We've seen that firsthand. I'm like a person running around yelling and screaming about whatever's going on, and you're looking at them like, "What are you, 5?" You know. But other than that, I had no idea what they're saying because they're yelling in Ilocano. But for the most part, it just they don't like fighting. Okay, they really don't want to fight. Yep, you're right there, At. Respect, just yeah, exactly. You don't want to live in that. I mean, yeah, it's great, okay, because they got a lot of westernized stuff there, like food and stuff like that. But it's expensive. I don't care what anybody says. It's more expensive to live in a heavily foreigner populated area than it is like for me here. Yeah. The funny thing about customer service here is that sometimes it feels like, I'm not saying it's everywhere. It feels like they just don't give, they don't care, you know.
Hmm.
It's like they don't care. In other words, customer service is not a priority with them.
It's important customer service. Very important.
But the funny thing is, they know how to tune people out. That's the funny thing. The time we were in McDonald's, okay, and this guy, he wasn't American, okay, but he was a foreigner, and we were in McDonald's, and they didn't have anything. This guy went off, and I was embarrassed for him, okay, and everybody's just looking at it, and the girl, the cashier, is just like going about her business. You know what I'm saying? And part of me wanted to laugh, because laugh at him for making a fool out of him, but also part of me wanted to laugh at her because she was just like, okay, doing what she had to do, and this guy's like, no, 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 and doing what she had to do. Like there was just like a phase out. That was the funny thing.
Good night, Polly. Good night. Thank you very much to
Hey, no,
you.
no problem, Paulie. I'll see you around. Yeah, I get along with that. The only thing that really, the only thing that really bothers me, man, is I just don't like being lied to. Okay, and a lot of times I don't like, and in my eyes, okay, it might seem different to somebody else. You don't need to lie to me for something that doesn't need to be lied about, you know, because there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. Don't lie and don't steal. There's no reason to steal. If you really need it that much and you say, hey, all right, here you, I'm not talking about a common thief. I'm talking about like family members or a friend. You don't steal. If things are really that bad and you're really that hard up and say, hey, I need your help, I need whatever, yeah, sure. If you're friends, okay, yeah, sure. But you don't go behind their backs and steal. And I think that's the only thing that really gets to me, you know. But in most part, I feel I get along with anybody, you know. I just don't like judging people. And I think that's one of the problems in the US. Everybody judges everybody, you know. And that's why I think that's one of the reasons of many why the United States is in the shape it is. Everybody's going around judging. Just because I don't believe what you believe doesn't make me a bad person, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It's that your beliefs are totally different.
Very judgmental.
Yeah. Well, not everybody, but well, I mean, especially when I was truck driving, okay, you run across a lot of different people, and you'll see something, and you're like, whoa, I don't, I want to keep my distance from him, for some or her, for one reason or another. But then when you have the opportunity and you actually sit down and talk to this person, you're like, damn, this guy's smart, or this woman's smart, or this person's a really a good person, you know you don't judge a person from what you see. You judge a person for how they act. That's the way I look at things now. You ready to go? We're going on 2 hours. You ready to call it quits? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and close it up. I appreciate AT, Paulie, Daryl, and Florence. AT, I already said that. I said it twice. Deborah. Misha.
Gaze. Peter.
Good. I'll go down the list. You list them out. Oh, Big E's. Hey, I'm glad to see you. I hope everything. I hope your gout, because I think you got the gout. That's what you were saying anyway. I believe it. I hope that works.
Have gout.
I had never had it. And from what Big E's is saying, what you have said, I don't think I want anything to do with it.
My auntie had called.
Yeah, I'm just glad
Almost cannot walk here, girl.
yeah, so I'm sorry, Sandy. You've been quiet. What's up? Miss Sandy's been quiet. Thank you, Miss Sandy, for coming. She's been quiet. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot all about you. I'm sorry. I apologize. She's a bit quiet. She's been lurking in the shadows, looking for them trolls. That's what she's doing. She's on troll watch.
Observing the trolls.
I appreciate you, Sandy. All right, though, Sandy, we're gonna let you all go. I appreciate you here, and we'll be back again next Sunday at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 o'clock instead of 9. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye, Biggies. Bye bye.